Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and others. Welcome back to another fantastic stream. No DC today, as you know. DC is now on hiatus for a little bit. So we're going to be doing a little bit more Metal Gear, and we're going to be playing some Ghost Babel and taking breaks here and there to look over the document that I have built with these two friends of mine, potentially more people to other join in. And we're going to be going back and forth with ideas for you guys. We'll be taking input for character names, basic ideas, maybe some ranks, specializations, and also digging up actual Metal Gear Solid pictures that we can use for them, so that way I don't have to go and spend a boatload on art. Hold on, we don't want that.
I was very close to starting the stream for you and being like, and doing your whole intro, because I think I've learned it all at this point.
You know what? Let's do it. Go for it. Give me the intro.
Well, no. Hold on. Now I'm put on the spot. Now I like. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and others. I am Faye. I am one of the members here on Treasure Tales with the beautiful and illustrious Nell Celestine as our face and leader. And today we are going to be streaming some more Metal Gear for input and learning how to create our one-shot adventure.
Faye, I just want to let you know that you really teched right before you started doing that. Your nymph bottom energy was showing on full display, but you teched it. Good job.
What? Shut up!
All right, let's see if I can get this up on screen.
Yeah. Also, the art that you have of both you and Faye as Metal Gear characters, is that like Nell fan arts? Oh yeah, it is. I have something I want to make with this.
All right. Let's make sure it's picking up the audio. By the way, this is a Game Boy game. Let's turn it down a little bit.
I can hear why.
Official hardware, by the way. My uncle works at Nintendo and got us the capture card for the Game Boy, so.
Alright. So who's gonna be Campbell?
Go, Connor. You're Campbell. Quick.
Alright, back.
Didn't expect to see you
It's
again.
been a long time, Snake. Drink. Got scotch.
Single malt. Straight up and neat. If I remember correct.
That you do. This house.
Built it myself.
Didn't know you were a carpenter. Oh
Colonel,
shit, I don't know why I
did you
didn't
come
process
all
right
the
now.
way out here with the cavalry to make small talk with me?
Dot, 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 dot.
Trouble, huh?
Trouble, huh? Oh. I can't read. The world is on a brink of nuclear holocaust. We came to request your help.
Request? As if I have the choice to refuse.
You do. I know too well that you can't be ordered or coerced. But you'll say yes, because you need to. Let me tell you about it first. A week ago, a C5 Galaxy transport plane on a classified mission to South America vanished.
Terrorists?
Of course. But the problem is what it was carrying.
Nuke.
Yes. And some...
Hmm?
It was Metal Gear!
What?
Nuclear capable bipedal armored vehicle designed to realize the possibilities of nuclear strikes.
My god, this music is awful.
Anywhere
Hold on.
the planetary surface. You can tell it's a Game Boy game. The devils can need a mass destruction to change the meaning of nuclear warfare. And it was on that plane.
But I...
Yes, you destroyed Metal Gear in Outer Haven 7 years ago. But U.S. government recognized the strategic advantages of Metal Gear and secretly extracted the data from Outer Haven.
it's Outer Heaven.
The development continued, just under a different flag. The South American hop was probably for a field exercise.
Christ.
Metal Gear's researchers were also on board. The idea of Metal Gear in terrorist hands goosed Washington into finding out its new location in just a week came in today.
Where?
Gindria.
Gindra.
Oh, Gindra. That's a word.
That's a dog.
Yeah, I was about to say. Central Africa, fairly small.
I heard there was a civil war going on. An armed uprising by the separatists. Ethnic minority. And that peacekeeping troops were deployed.
So the Hermit keeps up with the news. Metal Gear is in the hands of the armed separatists. Group Gindra Liberation Front, commonly known as GILF. Their leader is General Augustine. I can't say that name. Charismatic and armed to the teeth. They operate out of virtually impenetrable fortresses. Galad in the mountains. Neither the Gindra government nor the UN can get to them. We also have intel that they recently hired several top classified mercenaries as consultants. We suspect that the mercenaries executed the Metal Gear hijacking.
So they plan to win their independence by threatening nuclear strikes with Metal Gear?
Yes, it's completely overkill.
Gilf, good luck, Snake.
Snake, come with me to Gindra. We need you. We need the legend.
Don't call me that. I know all the names for killer. And that's one of them.
A military dictatorship, possession of Metal Gear. Damn it! You know they won't hesitate to push that button. And millions will die.
Colonel, I'm not in Foxhound anymore.
You're saying you won't go?
Why can't you leave me alone? Alaska's quiet, and my life is good.
You won't change your mind?
No.
Even if I tell you that the fortress, Gouda, Gilf's home base, was once called Outer Heaven?
What?
The very same place where you went to war 7 years ago. Destroyed Metal Gear and became the legend.
Is there a connection?
I don't know. But the fact is, there is Metal Gear, Outer Heaven. You believe in coincidences? I believe in conspiracy.
What do you want me to find out?
I'm asking you to join me. If the past is at your heels, you turn around and face it. Am I wrong?
Um,
End it. Once and for all. It's all back there in outer heaven.
tell me about this mission. Here we go, info dump time.
Your mission is to infiltrate the fortress. Galudad. Am I even saying that right?
I think it's Galude.
Galudad, alright. Rescue the hostages and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete. Steve Gardner of the National Security Advisor is in command of this mission.
Gardner himself?
America's best kept secret just got hijacked and may be used in a terrorist attack. Who else?
National crisis, in fact.
A global one, I'd say. And one more thing. The Army's Delta Force is already in Gallade. Carry out the mission in concert with them.
Whose bright idea was this?
Konami, John Parker, Army Chief of Staff.
Top Army brass, huh?
Metal Gear's development was under Army control. They of course want to do something about the situation themselves. In addition, 4 people will serve as your backup personnel via the codec. First, Mei Ling.
Awfully young. Doesn't look like a soldier.
PhD candidate at MIT. Incidentally, she developed a new radar and codec system you'll be using. She'll be in charge of mission logs. Saving as well. When you have a question about the radar or the codec, or need to log and save, contact her at frequency 140.96. Brian McBride, African Desk Director of Operations Central Intelligence.
Hey, Looney,
Agency-
thanks for the raid. CIA.
Looney. Don't look so disgusted. McBride effectively planned this mission and has experts' knowledge of Gindra's affairs. Ask him about the mission. Gilf or Gindra's. I'm going to keep on telling it to go. I've been calling it that entire time. Frequency is 141.52. Rondo Linsderbrick, alias Weasel, a mercenary. I never expected to have this much
Looks like
dialogue.
he's right out of JoJo's. Faye, tell me I'm wrong. Faye, tell me I'm
It
wrong.
does
Does
look
he
like a
not
Jo-
look like he's right out of JoJo's?
I can't
He
tell
looks
you
like
that
a
you're
JoJo,
wrong.
but he's cool.
'Cause he is a
Someone
JoJo.
says as good as Solid Snake is the legend. So that's bullshit.
So why isn't he working the field on this?
Probably because he's going to be a boss or something. I don't know. But the US government apparently has more trust in you.
I doubt that.
You'll be surprised. Anyway, Weasel's a player in the mercenary circle. He's well up on soldiers of fortune from all over the world. And we know that Gilf contracted some major ones. If you run across a live one, get Weasel on the codec. He'll have something useful for you. I have field control of this mission. Frequency is 140.85. If anything happens, contact me ASAP so I can stay on top of it.
Colonel, didn't you retire from Foxhound 2 years ago? Why this mission?
No one can carry this mission out but you. I was only called in because I know you well.
And that's all?
I also have a score to settle with the past. We all have our shadows, Snake. Snake, we arrived over Outer Heaven. Galide,
Ready to descend.
we're counting on you.
I know. It's all back here. Dude.
Alright, something I just need to
Alright.
mention right now. For a Game Boy game, the sprite work's amazing.
It is.
Like, wow.
Okay. Let's get a little bit of background music going, and let's open up the document and have a look, and we can do a little bit of discussion before we actually start the game proper. How's that sound?
The document is open.
Okay. So let's pull up our list of characters, and let's pick one to go with first, shall we?
Yeah.
Alright. So we have like machine gun villain, we have a shotgun themed villain, we have a chain gun themed villain, we have a flamethrower themed villain, and we have a sniper themed villain. Chat, which one do you guys want to go over first? We'll go over one for now, then we'll play a little bit, and then we'll pause and we'll do some more. And yes, Lumi, lots more Metal Gear stuff. We're doing a mix of playing and chat helping to design.
Yeah.
We got Emerald
you say
Bliss and
shotgun.
Shotgun.
Shotgun over the Inferno Salamander.
Alright, so let's see if there's any other recommendations. Otherwise, okay, we got the Vulture Shrapnel, which was also shotgun. Alright, so we got two for shotgun, so let's go over the shotgun guy. Alright. Lumi says flamethrower, so that's one for flamethrower,
Burn
for
it.
shotgun.
Burn it all to the ground.
I think Faye also likes to do flamethrower.
Alright. Anybody else? Anybody else? Otherwise, we'll go with shotgun for now. And we'll do probably flamethrower when we do the next one.
I would second the flamethrower for the next one. So let's do shotgun.
Okay. So, Faye, let's go ahead and make a new section at the bottom. And we'll start with the shotgun guy.
Alrighty.
Alright, to start off with, none of these characters that we're going to be building are going to be the final boss. So none of these ones are going to be in charge. But every single one of them is going to be part of a special forces unit. So let's come up with the character name. Like we'll fully develop the character name, and some basic ideas behind the character. And then after we do like the full team, aside from like a couple of characters that I'm keeping close to my chest, we'll come up with a theme name, kind of like how there was Foxhound, Dead Cell, that kind of stuff. So a couple of the theme names that we had was Shrapnel, Shrapnel Vulture, Shell Shocker. Do you guys want to keep Shrapnel Vulture, or do you want to run with a different name?
I think Shrapnel Vulture sounds cool.
Okay, so let's just hit pause here for a second.
I do like Shrapnel Vulture. Shell Shocker is another good one that I liked, but if we're doing the animal themes, I think Shrapnel Vulture is really cool.
Okay. That kind of fits with like Sniper Wolf, Vulcan Raven. So Shrapnel Vulture. Okay, so we're gonna keep the name Shrapnel Vulture. Obviously he's a shotgun specialist. I would say maybe former Green Beret. Green Beret Special Forces. I don't think they would be a Navy SEAL. Because
I know how to spell beret.
Although, you know what would be good? If someone could grab Blaze, because Blaze has actual military experience, and we could go, hey Blaze, do Navy SEALs use shotguns?
All right,
Hold on.
We add him in the other chat.
No, hold on.
Don't just... Okay, I was going to say don't drag him up.
No, they're currently watching, I think, Boon Boongers.
God, they probably ask, hey, do Navy SEAls use shotguns?
Most likely.
Alright. So, let's see. What else can we do about this guy? Tactical. Do you know, do Navy SEAls primarily use shotguns? I don't think that they would. I think it's more along the lines of like assault rifles, handguns, and stuff. I don't particularly see them using a shotgun. Would they use slugs or more sprayed ammunition or both? Ooh, that's some good stuff we can note down. Maybe they have a variety of shot. Like a buckshot, a spread shot, a high-powered round, like a single high-powered larger round. Kind of like a mini cannonball coming out of a single gun. They do for breaching, okay. But what military unit would be more likely to use shotguns on the regular? Would that be more like... I'm pretty sure that's the Green Berets, isn't it? I am not a military nut for at all. I gotta bring that up and point that up right now. And would it make more sense for it to be a former Green Beret, or would it make more sense to be more of a Navy SEAL? Because my idea for this unit is they're pulling the best for the best of the best from.
I've acquired them.
Okay.
And they're here. Hello.
All right, hold on. Let me put him on screen. Let me put your browser up here. So Blaze, yes. We're designing Shrapnel Vulture. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's get you on screen.
Oh my god, the big Blaze.
Hello. I'm large.
Okay, let's get you on. Okay. So Shrapnel Vulture is basically going to be our shotgun specialist. Okay.
Okay.
Tactical mentioned that Navy SEAls typically use them for breaching. But not typically for like a lot of other stuff. Probably a team of scoutsmen for up close and personal encounters. Okay, so I'm trying to think what unit would primarily use a lot of shotguns. I was thinking Green Beret, but I don't know a lot about super military stuff. So
I am no expert, but honestly, I'm not a super expert on this kind of stuff. I was more in the engineering side of the military, but I could definitely see it because from what I know, the SEALs are used for a lot of breaching style things, entering a base, that type of thing. So I think it would make a lot of sense for the... Honestly, you could make a good case for either side because when you get to that high level of the military, you can kind of get whatever gear you want. I've heard stories of people like pretty much the like really high levels of spec ops. They'll just kind of be like, okay, I want this, and the military will just get it for them.
Marines apparently use a lot of shotguns. We can make them a Marine.
Oh yeah, definitely. That could definitely work.
All right, so let's mark them down as a Marine. Oh, Shira's here too. Okay, hold on. Let me add you.
Well, yeah, because we were
I
talking
don't
about
have that. I don't have it on screen. Give me a second.
anyways,
I gotta...
when it comes down to it, your Navy SEALs, your Green Berets, right? They can really kind of use anything, right? Because typically the team a Navy SEAL team and Green Beret teams are specialized squads of people, right? Meaning that they're not any just one thing. So if you ask me, I would have suggested Marines for the show. But also, shotguns are typically not used in warfare combat, right?
True.
Well,
Specifically, like
not
people said, they're used. Well, yes.
Well, no, they were used during. Well, it depends on the type of conflict it is. In World War I, they were heavily used by the U.S. military because they were terrifying in close quarters combat, like in the trenches.
So what I'm thinking of having them do, and this was brought up about different types of rounds, was have our shrapnel vulture have different types of rounds. So like a buckshot type, maybe like one that can ricochet. I was thinking also like an incredibly large bullet, so like a mini cannon shell coming out of there.
Yeah,
So like
buckshot.
basically using the shotgun for a variety of different high-powered shots.
That makes a lot of sense. A lot of people don't understand that the effective range of a shotgun is like almost a football field. Because if you put in a slug round, it is insanely high range.
For some reason, people think a bullet fall off like kicks in at like 20 yards for some reason, from what I heard. But they're good.
The reason for that is because of most currently used shotgun round shells, right?
Yeah.
Military style shotgun round shells are vastly different than the ones that we can get, right? They're lighter weight and typically they're not nearly as powerful, right? I think the strongest that we can get at current, just like going to the store and buying, is a buckshot, right? That's right.
Can't you buy? Can't civilians buy slug rounds too?
I don't think they can. I don't think you can buy slug rounds. I don't think so.
Okay, I
think it depends on the state.
I can't look this up without getting put on a list.
All right,
You know, that's
don't worry
I think
about
I
that.
might. Is it weird enough to say I think I might know a website to help with that?
Tactical says they worked in an
Again.
armory, so they can help.
Oh yeah.
All right,
cool.
So
Yeah, I worked in security, not in the armory person.
All right, tactical. Give us 4 different types of rounds that a shotgun could use that would be very different from each other. Like, not just standard shoot, but bigger. Like, I would like, like maybe a spread type, maybe something that when it hits is incendiary, something that is incredibly high powered and large, so it leaves like a massive freaking dent. Maybe something that's easy to ricochet off of walls, stuff like that.
I mean, there's a couple come to mind personally. If you don't mind me also giving some
No,
ideas I
please
have.
feel free. This is the whole point of the stream, is to play a little bit of a game and character design with the chat.
So the ones that come to mind personally is you've got Dragon's Breath. That's a kind of, a bit of a, I don't know if it's a meme, but it's like a round that people talk about. It's got stuff in it to where it fires, it is a bullet, but it also leaves like a burst of fire as it happens. So that is a legitimately existing type of round. We've also got the buckshot, birdshot, that type of stuff that just fires a bunch of pellets in a direction. Those tend to be lower range but higher spread. Meant for hunting game. Originally, I think it's originally designed to like hunt game because you want to hit a large area with you're using that. Again, I'm not a huge gun nerd, so I don't know the exact stuff.
All right, tactical
rounds.
slug, fletchet, incendiary, and buckshot. And fletchets are non-lethal and meant for hunting. Well, unfortunately, we gotta focus on lethal here.
Well, non-lethal can still fuck you up. If you want one that'll fuck you up but won't kill you is what's it called? Rock salt. There's some people who just put rock salt in a round and just fire that at somebody. It'll mess up your day, but it won't kill you.
It'll still hurt, but a lot of times when they use non-lethal rounds, it's for very specific purposes.
right. Let's do like a spread type shot. We'll mark that in. A slug round, like a big heavy round. Incendiary for sure. And then let's come up with something a little bit more. I don't want to say fantastical, but a little bit more science fiction-y.
You could do something that I used to watch a lot of the Science Channel when I was growing up. Something that people have theorized about, but hasn't been super prevalent is coin shot. Oh, it's funny. It was a thing that they were working on, but it never really took off. It is where they essentially load a mini taser as the round, and essentially it hits, implants itself, and it acts as a taser shot.
Okay. So let's put a taser round.
You could also do a liquid metal round. Pretty much fire it. It would be kind of like similar to like a hollow point at that point, where it just really spreads out and just hits a larger area. Kind of similar to what you would expect with like a buckshot, but you might be able to say, it's more it's a lot of kinetic energy in like a larger area, so like hit a dent to something or something like that. You could do like Gallenstein or something, so it's not like, Mercury.
Idea. So this would actually, we can kind of turn this maybe a bit more science fiction-y, but what if there's a weapon from Warframe called the Plasma, which basically shoots radiation EMPs.
That's a little too much. I want to try to keep it within in the realm of still possible.
Yeah, that's fair. So maybe like electromagnetic pulse. Round or something.
I have a dumb idea.
F rounds.
I'm going to put it in the document, but I'm not going to tell people.
Wait.
Let me share the document again, so that way everybody here that's on the call can see it. Sorry, just a sec. I had a message there I need to look at. On air. Paste. Okay, there's the document in on air. I'm putting it in. It's at the bottom of the page right now. Like.
That's cool.
How's that sound? How does that sound?
That's really cool.
I don't have the document, so I trust that. Oh,
it's in on air. You should be able to see it.
Bottom of the doc.
I see it. Very bottom.
Don't say it out loud.
I like that. No, I like that. What about
Dragon Nova? Hello, welcome. Earthbound TTRPG? Interesting you mentioned that. That was up as an option. That was up as an option for stuff we were thinking of.
Also, Nell, Faye, and made a meme. I'm gonna post it in the live on stream chat.
how does that look now?
I like that one. Personally,
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Ooh.
That looks good. All right.
Here, I'll contribute now.
Let's see. So we got them as a marine, shotguns. So we got a couple of different round types. Let's get a few personality quirks, and then we can go from here.
Crap, I just thought of like another round type.
All right, go ahead and write the rounds in, you guys, as you see fit.
Yeah.
But chat, what are some personality quirks for our Shrapnel Vulture? I feel like we should make them not have exactly similar personalities to the thing that they're representing, but I feel like this should be implied to be something similar. Lone wolf type, maybe. Yeah, one more.
For a shotgunner, though?
Ooh. Should we make him have a short temper?
I feel like shotgunners would be very oddly overconfident.
Agreed. Also,
Okay,
if they're
so-
Marines are very big on the work, like being a team and working together and that kind of stuff. They're very close knit group.
Okay.
Fun idea.
I don't want. I
thought
don't
of.
want to make him. I don't want to make him a team fight though. But I like the idea that he was part of the Marines, so he got a lot of experience with this, and would be valued in the team that he's going to be in for whatever this Spec Ops team is going to be called. So that could be a thing. So we could put him. We could put him in as a team player, but he's forced to fight solo for this fight.
Makes sense.
Something I just thought of. I know that there's a lot of tropes whenever like we think of like characters and such. Something fun I like doing is take a trope and try to see how interesting it would be if they had the exact opposite trait as that trope. So like if they're like super overconfident or like really trigger happy or something, what if they're like super calm and methodical and they're willing to like play the long game or something?
Maybe they're very calm and collective. Lumi says, have a Kaiba personality, thinks shotgun skills are unbeatable and everything else is third rate. This is the greatest shotgun ever made.
Yeah.
Playable hermit
That's a
crab
third
character.
That's a third-rate Glock with a fourth-rate caliber. I don't even know if I said something that made sense.
All right, so we'll have him. We'll have him be like fairly calm, collective, cool. But let's also give him a little twist in there. That the further he's hurt, the more that facade's gonna crack. Let's have that. I like that idea that he's like, he thinks he's all that, but he's like the calm, cool. I'm calm, I'm cool and collected. But as he starts to lose the fight, he starts to lose that, and he starts getting either angry or desperate or something. A perfectionist? Ooh. Alright, so now,
Hey, you can't say that word with me in this chat.
Alright, so
you're right.
that being said, chat, we're taking all of these ideas. These may or may not all make it into the final character design. But I am taking all of them down for ideas. Right? So, a lot of this stuff will be taken and used, but I can't guarantee that everything will be used. Alright, Shrapnel Vulture, okay. Last but not least, this one might be a little bit more, a little bit more work. Is let's look at the Metal Gear character arts that have already been made and see if there's anybody that looks like they're a shotgunner or looks like someone that could fit this role. So I guess Connor, I can leave that to you to have a look around or chat. And in the meantime, I guess we could start playing a little bit.
Yeah, just about to ask, actually. Could you just repeat what you said? Because you said words and my brain processed them and then I blue screens. Could you say that again,
Okay.
please?
I want to try to reuse a lot of the artwork that's already been made for Metal Gear. So, like,
Okay.
a lot of the character art, not necessarily, 3D images or that kind of thing. I want to use the actual artwork of those characters. So, let's take a look through as we go, both in this game and in the others, and see if any character pops up as someone who would most likely fit this idea that we have. And chat, if you happen to know any, either Ghost Babel characters or whatnot, feel free to let us know the character names so we can look up the art, and then we can decide from there.
A pizza.
A pizza?
They're
A
just
pizza?
really into pizza.
A pizza.
That's you could skip the fight by giving them a Domino's pizza.
Quick, Order some Dominoes. Yeah. I think that's all we wanted to ask for. By the way, how was Boom Boongers for you guys? I saw you guys watching that earlier.
Good. I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
Don't talk about it though.
I said I saw
It's
y'all
secret.
watching it.
Not see me parachuting in.
Blaze.
Gamers don't look up.
No one does.
It's hold on. To be perfectly honest, that's just a thing. People just don't normally look up. We have no
It's
real
true.
reason to Yeah.
Yeah, gamers don't look up.
All right. Here, ready to go back down?
Yep.
Have
Bye-bye.
Thank you very
fun,
much
you
for
two.
joining.
Thank you.
Appreciate
No
the help.
problem.
I miss them already.
This is Snake.
Yeah.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Successful Halo landing, I see.
High altitude, low orbit. Let's go. Nothing like skydiving at dawn. Present location 3 kilometers south of Fortress, as planned. Heavy security, sentries ahead.
Snake, make sure you stay out of their sight. Betty, you want to read this character?
Yes, I will. Sorry, my
It's
brain was off.
It's failing.
Failing.
It is failing.
Watch the radar to keep track of enemy movements. I think I said this in the last game. I'll go over it again just in case. See the radar in the top right? The large dot is you. The others are enemies. Same thing.
Wow, the sprite work in this is really good.
It is.
Got it.
Holy cow.
Yeah. God damn.
Once you've been detected by the enemy, the radar will be non-operational. Be careful.
Your mission is. Oh, sorry.
Your
What part?
mission is to infiltrate Galad. Work with Delta Force to rescue the researchers. And destroy Metal Gear. Orders will be relayed via the Kodak. My frequency is 140.85. Call if anything turns up. And to use the Kodak, just press select. And the start. We'll be in touch. When a call sounds, push the select button to receive.
Sorry, I was typing an important message. Raise me? Shouldn't that say reach? Raise me on frequency 140.96 when you need to. Save.
First, get to the front of the fortress. Cut northward through the jungle you're in.
Roger that.
I thought you were punching the bush to the beat.
Yeah.
Good adventures go left.
Correct.
Oh, I can actually press up against the wall.
Wow, look at you. Good adventurers murder people without them noticing.
Okay, enemies
they
do respawn.
Yeah.
Enemy schmenemy.
Okay, we already said it like 5 times, but wow, the sprite work is really good.
It's really
How
good
is-
for being as bare as it has to be.
Yeah, like by all means, there's only like
Oh wow. Okay. Oh,
What?
so
Like, maybe-
Metal Gear 1 and 2, you could go left, right, up, down. Okay?
yeah.
This is lower quality hardware.
Diagonal!
movement.
Not only diagonal movement, diagonal sprites.
Wow. Wow.
That's actually
Now, this
really
is-
impressive.
Connor, this is a really funny meme that you made, by the way. Just saying.
Thank you. Now, did you look on the live on stream chat?
All right, hold on. Let me look. Yes.
I find it funny how you're like, oh yeah, I'll just do this with Faye, and I've been here for like, I think nearly all of it.
I'm just
Alright.
an egg.
Oh, the rations don't respawn.
No, you're not.
You're right, I've cracked.
Scorn keeps calling me one, but I don't think that's right.
I can't climb underneath.
Though he says
Oh,
I keep
we've
on setting
downgraded.
off signals. Well, what do you mean we downgraded?
We can't crawl underneath.
Dang,
Not into the
not
truck
here.
anyway.
I mean, to be fair, we got diagonal sprites, so I think the
We
I
can still
think the
crawl. We
crawling-
just can't crawl underneath that truck.
Oh, okay.
Can we punch that wall over there?
Which one?
It looks a bit funky.
The
look
one
at the
that
top left.
the one with the hole in it?
Top left of your current screen. Do you see
Right
that?
there. That's what I meant. Can we punch that? Or is that just like a weird graphical glitch?
I think it's a graphical glitch.
There were a lot of issues on official Game Boy hardware, so it makes sense. Oh my god, a suitcase?
Turns out that's actually not a graphical glitch, but like an Easter egg for a mechanic later.
No, that's Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
It's a metal case. Ooh, the 5-7 hit.
7. Well, the N is capitalized, so it's 5-7.
All right. The handgun's gonna call in every single person if I don't get a
Can
silencer
we go
for
up
it.
in that little bush or that little brush that's in there, like straight north, or is that just a good flap? Because that looks like you know when people are getting married and they have the big.
Oh yeah,
thing.
looks like one of those arches.
That's
What's
yeah.
it called? I was gonna say like Bugalia, but I'm like, that's not a word. I was combining
Pizza.
bouquet and Ilia. Man, I
That's
want
what it is.
pizza,
Pizza,
actually.
Leah.
Okay, so that actually
Well-
works. Holy cow, that actually works. Okay. So the pressing up against the wall does not just, help block your vision. I can get people's attention.
Oh, wow! This game. Gotta be completely honest. For
It's a
weaker
lot
hardware,
of really good improvements. Holy cow.
Yeah, there's a lot going underneath the hood.
Pouches are full of ammunition.
Oh, sweet. So much ammo.
Yes, ammo. You have so much of it.
Oh, yes, it's
You're never
me,
gonna do
Ammo, your favorite character of all time.
God,
Oh, I was able to go through that. Okay.
Oh, is that like branches and foliage? Is that what that is?
I think so.
He
That guy's
eat me!
sleeping. Punch him in the throat. Yeah.
CQC!
Dart. CQC. I just saw something really dumb. I thought of like what would be like a very silly like anime game or like version of this. So I'm just thinking of the idea of like do you know that artist where that they constantly draw that one goth chick always obsessed with like other like girls and like lesbians and such?
I think I do. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Alright, I'm just imagining that meme of yelling CQC and just grabs the person and just kisses the hell out of them until they just collapse.
Close quarter kisses. Smooch, smooch, smooch.
CQK! Snake, what are you doing? Kissing girls. Oh my god, they decked you! Oh my god, if that worked. No, but that. Oh my god! Oh my god.
You lose an action when punched in this game.
Oh my god. Oh, that's mud.
I like that it doesn't reduce their movement. And they've forgotten you exist.
It's like, crap, where do they go? We can't hear that. The clapping of their ass cheeks with all this bristling grass around. I can English.
And now that's the codec. How do I use the item?
Do you have press or select? Do you have select or start available? Wow, my English is failing right now.
Select brings up this menu.
Alright. What game is this again? Metal. Oh god, I think they actually did try to that. That's funny.
Alright, hold on. Input. Configure.
Official hardware, by the way, everyone. Just need to let you know. This is this is totally.
It's totally official hardware.
Totally official hardware. All right, but yeah, what's this game called again? Metal Gear. Phantom something?
Metal Gear Outer Haven.
Ghost Babel,
Oh.
but here's the thing. Ration recovers life, press B to use. I'm pressing B.
Well, it says no item on the left.
That's for weapon, though.
Oh, okay.
Fudge it.
I like that it says suppressor. Okay. CQC! CQC!
CQC! Let me use a
Snake,
ration,
what-
I can pick up the box, damn it.
What are triggers?
Snake, what did you just do? Colonel, kissing
Hmm.
boys.
Also, Lumi, I love the fact that if they actually did that as a drawing, that'd be incredible.
All right, fudge it. I mean, I guess we're doing a no ration run.
No ration November.
Oh, okay.
What did you learn?
Yeah, Metal
Teaching your
Gear.
ways.
Metal Gear. I want to play in the mud. Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. Rank.
Rank.
Terrible.
Terrible! Wow, I didn't know Nymph rated this for you.
Nymph is like, ugh, I can't believe it. You're so awful at this game now.
You were found out. How could you? Holy crap, why does this game look so good?
It's the
That's
Game Boy Color game, too. This was supposed to be the original design was originally supposed to be a recreation of the original Metal Gear Solid on Game Boy, but they couldn't fit it on, so they did this.
Yeah, but all this was like an intro where then play the child strap. God, Snake, we have new intelligence. This game's actually goated.
Goated? In this kind of economy? That sounds like bad news.
Surprising, I know. But how did you know?
You've never been exactly a messenger of joy, you know.
Okay, the joke about the economy. we did I tend. Seems that Delta Force was wiped out. Wow, wow.
Are you serious?
It's true. Wow.
Wow, Delta Force. The best in the Army's best, but clearly not the best enough.
Clearly.
So easily.
Clearly, they're shit.
Alright, Faye, we have a JoJo character. Go.
Oh god, I don't know how to...
Speaking your nip,
It means they were outclassed.
Huh?
Those mercenaries on the enemy's payroll are all A-list guns. You've been out of action for a while. But I'm out there, and I know what I'm talking about. If you're going to take one of them on, give me a buzz.
Planning to give me advice, Nymph?
That wasn't even... Nymph is a little lower, okay? That's what I was hired for. It's a policy of mine to earn my keep.
I need to point this out. Scorn called it a nymph voice, basically, as well.
Shut up! I can't do good voices!
Blue says it's a perfect voice.
I'll go lower and I'll make them femme, okay? I'm sorry.
No, completely honest, Faye, I do like the voice that you give them.
Ooh, Tactical's got a good idea. Can Vulture Shrapnel be a fake out, like looks male but is female? Ooh, maybe. So, as soon as this one's done, we're gonna take a look at some character art.
Nymph is a JoJo character, okay?
I mean, you have Jotaro's bells.
Frequency of 14180. Don't forget it.
I won't.
Sick.
McBride from the CIA here. That's the voice I'm going for. Don't underestimate Gilf.
Why are we talking about gilfs?
Read them. They call themselves that. They aren't just another rebel group. They're annual revenue from drug and rare metal trafficking is more than 50 million.
That's not a lot of money. That's really not a lot of money.
Like, even 20 years ago? That's not okay. Well, and their black market arms were financed by that money. Wow, that's all state of the art. Be careful, man. They must have really good. Wow, that's actually impressive. They got that much of that. Okay, I'm with the Africa Desk of Ops. I can provide data, not just the kill, but on things like Gindria climate, flora, and fauna. My frequency is 141.52.
Oh, Lumi's back and he has waffles.
Wow.
Oh,
Shit.
waffles.
Are they Belgian waffles?
All right.
Snake. Continue with the mission. Infiltrate the fortress Galida.
Ba 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 ba.
Snake, first, gain entry to the fortress. Enemy security should be even tighter than it was in the jungle. Keep your eyes open, especially for surveillance cameras. Like that one up there.
No, that's like a literal thing. Like, that's just like a thing on the wall. That's just a green dot.
All right.
Yes, that's what we call security cameras, Faye.
Okay, let's open up and let's start looking at some. Start looking for characters from Metal Gear.
Yeah. So we're doing this for Vulcan.
First, Shrapnel Vulcan.
I nearly called him Vulcan Rapture. All right.
Okay. You know, but it's probably best to start by picking a game. So let's go with Metal Gear 1 character art. And we're getting Metal Gear Solid character art because of course we are. Because there's probably not an art book for Metal Gear 1.
God, the art of this series is incredible.
God, I can't believe I had to do a JoJo voice and I did Nymph, and then everybody's like, oh, this is the only voice you can do, and it is. But still.
I'm sure you can do other voices.
No, not really. It's I, the hero of justice, the savior of humanity, harbinger of hope, number 4 of Arata Network's greatest duelists.
Okay. This one might work. Let's see if we can pull up a better picture of him.
No, Rita. What do you mean? Everyone loves Rita.
I do too.
All she did was, she didn't even kill the chicken.
Also, I'm looking at this character. I like
Which one?
Marionette Owl.
Oh yeah, Marionette Owl looks really good, but I'm thinking for our shotgun guy, What if we use Black Arts Viper?
Ooh. I dig it.
Alright, so let me grab a picture of him. We'll throw him up on stream. See what chat thinks.
Can I advertise something really quick?
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
Hey, chat. Rita Hart's getting a redesign, and it looks heckin' awesome.
Woo!
With her new unlocked god key. And that's all I'll say.
I need to mention, when you say Rita, I'm only imagining the one from Arata, which is the Power
No, that's who
Rangers
I'm
looking
talking about.
Okay, so how does she have Dragon Ball God Key?
I feel like now that's gonna be best left to the episode that was recorded to explain.
Alright,
Really?
so
How can we find these episodes?
okay, so here is Black Arts Viper, okay?
Right here on Nell's channel. Now let's talk about this character.
So I'm thinking, design-wise, this could be good for our Shrapnel Vulture. This could
I
be good
always
for our
dig
Shrapnel
high
Vulture
colors.
character.
I agree.
Yeah.
I really like the overall aesthetic and design for the suit. And it could be one of those things where maybe like underneath he's got like I don't want to say an exoskeleton, but like there's stuff in there to help absorb the recoil from stuff. So maybe something like a recoil suppression parts like underneath the suit itself.
I dig it.
Tactical saying take the armor off mid-fight, maybe. Or it could be maybe that you would be able to burn him and cause the suit to have to come off, which would get rid of those recoil adjusters, which means his shots would have less accuracy.
That's cool.
If this feels about right for a perfectionist, ooh, okay.
Yeah, how much can
Why
he
does it look like it's from
optimize to-
MGS Acid? It's not. It's actually from this game, Ghost Babel. Okay, so let's make a note on the document that we'll use Black Arts Viper for this character.
Can you spell it for me, please?
You should see it on my screen. That's on the left.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
No, you're not.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So let's keep going with character design then. Since we did finish another chapter, let's do another character on our list of stuff. Alright, so we have Shrapnel Vulture done for the most part. So let's look at our next character that we can work on. The next one that was recommended by a lot of people was our flamethrower person.
Fire!
Alright, so
I
we're looking
love
at flames.
fire.
Looking for flames. We had Inferno Salamander as a possible name. Did we want to keep that, or did we want to fiddle around and change it up a little bit?
Inferno Salamander. Well, don't worry. I already put down Inferno Salamander, so we might just have to keep it that way.
Infernal Salamander. How about...
I mean, I don't make the rules. It's just, you know.
What about Vulcan Salamanders, since, like, there's a god of volcanoes named Vulcan, so... Gotta get that connection when I think about
Maybe.
flamethrowers and such.
Infernmander? No, I don't want to hybrid the name.
I
That's
caught
like Yuko,
idea.
yeah.
Where I have a really cool idea.
Mhm.
Call him Pompeii.
But animal.
All right. Pompeii gecko.
Pyro gecko?
Pyro gecko. That sounds actually kind of neat.
I like it. I mean, I don't know if I like Pyro Gecko more than Inferno Salamander.
Yeah,
I feel like
maybe.
Inferno Salamander hits really hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that. I can definitely see
it's not
Inferno
like
Salamander.
Flame Wolf.
Gonna be completely honest, I think Infernal Salamander is just the best one we got.
Alright. So Inferno Salamander is our flamethrower expert. So they're going to be definitely a pyromaniac.
Syllable counts be damned.
Real name could
What
be
if-
Pompeii.
What if we like really throw the trope out? And what if they're not a pyromaniac at all? Like,
Okay. So, well, why would they be using a lot of fire then?
it's just
How-
effective.
Okay.
So hold on, let's currently think about.
Okay, I need
think
to
something
write
important
this
to think
down. I
about.
need to write this down. Hold on. This is not something we're sharing, so do not mention this out loud. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay, let
Something I
me
do
back
wanna
up
mention,
these
though.
for you.
yeah. But something I do want to at least think about is we're designing these characters. How are they related? Are these all just completely unrelated individuals that were just cherry picked, or is there a through line with all of them that made them like
they're
end
all
up
going to
being
be
here?
part of a special ops team. They're all going to have been the best of the best, and they were pulled into a team similar to how Foxhound was created. Except we're not using Foxhound, we're not using Dead Cell because those would be too obvious.
You're using your own group.
Exactly. Which,
Yeah.
after we come up with like 4 of the characters, I will have a basic idea of our theming, and I can come up with a name from there.
Yeah. We already have something with like a perfectionist group or like a perfectionist individual. What about someone they use fire not in a sense of like, oh, I'm obsessed with it, but it's a tool to call out like imperfections and weakness. Like, you know, those who are able to withstand the heat. Oh, now those are the real men and soldiers that can grow and like actually make a name on the battlefield. But anyone else who gets burnt, they're trash and they deserve to become nothing but ashes.
Fire separates
Maybe a little
separates the quote unquote the men from the boys kind of thing.
Yeah.
The fire will purge the impurities. There we go.
Oh, they're Ragnaros. By fire be purged.
Sickness must be purged.
Yeah.
Burn
Wait, sickness-
insect.
Wait, sickness must be I just thought of something. What if you gave them a plague doctor mask? That like they have their
Again, I have
like
to-
the
I have
pyro
to-
mask.
I have to. I'm trying to use the original art stuff, so I don't have to
Right.
commission. But
Right, that's right.
that being said, most flamethrower characters have a gas type mask, so that would fit. But maybe we could
Yeah.
also have them be their doctor.
I mean, hey, what's the
At least
best
someone's
way
surprised by
to?
fire. Yeah, he's.
What's the
he's
best?
a
That's what
germaphobe.
soldiers did.
Yeah.
He's a
Soldiers
germaphobe.
would when they. He could be.
Yeah. Literally trial by fire. That is
When
his definition.
soldiers in where what hack hold on give me a second let me think when soldiers are taught as a survival skill when they get wounded to pour gunpowder on their wound and quick ignite it so that way it singes their wound closed and disinfects it. So
The one I always think of at the gas mask from Metal Gear is Psycho Mantis. True, but that's unfortunately not what we're going to be pulling for this character.
Yeah. I like the idea of this character when I'm trying to imagine their boss fight, since I think we're kind of
maybe leaning towards this personality of germaphobe, purified by fire, separate, the men from the boys. What if the fight is, instead of like, oh, my mission is to kill you, my personal thing is, hey, are you truly worthy of like being a soldier, like being a legend? So their own personal stake is, testing the player. And kind of like maybe almost a survival, I'm going to put us both in a risky situation. Are you going to lose before me? I guess you could say a literal trial by fire.
Okay, we could make that interesting. Okay. Alright, so we have a Marine. So what would this flamethrower expert be coming from?
So Marine. Question, is the Marine like a leader of like a group, or is it just like I'm a part? Like I'm not a
Marines
leader,
are
like,
Marines are their own group. Same with like Green Berets. Same with Navy SEALs. Now that being said, we don't technically have to pick just U.S. Special Forces. We could go like SAS, which is like I think the Special Forces from the British.
True, that would unfortunately mean we would have to. Not get that joke.
Well, then Hatsune Miku couldn't talk to them. That would be a problem.
Will it though?
I mean, how else
Well,
is Miku
isn't-
going to be able to get the information from them at the McDonald's at the Pentagon?
Yeah.
Again, is it though? Okay, in all seriousness.
Special
weird
Forces
how-
names different around the world.
Is it weird?
Different
how
countries'
Cassie's
military
character-
could be a different country's military because they no longer use flamethrowers. Fair. Now here's the thing. I'm thinking that they might be a veteran from some older wars, so we can make them a little bit older. By the way, Faye, you're incredibly cute.
I'm banning Cube.
Please don't.
I won't.
Faye, you can't possibly ban the entirety of the chat and yourself for that.
Non-cute.
Oh, blues. That's an interesting idea. We can run with something like that.
What do they got?
So, by the way,
Wait, in
if you do
Cuba?
that, you're double cute.
In Cuba, the Special Forces are called Black Wasp.
Ooh. Oh, former member of the Black Wasps. Oh no. I need them to be an ally unit. I need them to be from the Allies, not from that side of the Iron Curtain. Because that wouldn't work for the other idea I have. The term for communists versus capitalists during the Cold War was called the Iron Curtain.
Honestly, sick ass name.
Not really, considering there was a physical manifestation of the Iron Curtain called the Berlin Wall.
I mean, do I think that, do I agree the implications are horrific? Absolutely. Do I think the name still sounds cool? Yeah, but I hate the name.
You know, it's fair. Fair. I will admit the name is kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to keep them from an ally nation then. They could also be a Cuban and be a defector.
What if it's what if a defector that's a part of their own military group, or like not military group, but like their own mercenary group?
Part of a PMC?
Yeah. If I think I know what PMC stands for.
Private military company.
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm glad this wasn't some sort of elaborate, fake, cute, joke.
Bay means cute.
No.
I swear, we're just gonna say something, and Faye's gonna like break out to a cold sweat. It's like, what do you mean? What are you saying about me? And like, maybe.
All right,
Fine,
so
I'm cute. Cool. Let's move on. Anyway.
All right, so
She
we're gonna make
admitted
them.
it. Okay.
They were going to be originally part of a PMC that eventually joined the Spec Ops team. Okay. Tactical did bring up a good point. The tank on their back could be a weak point.
DMC fake cute. True.
I'm gonna blow up the sun entirely.
Alright. So there are very few, if any, official Metal Gear arts for flamethrower characters. So let's see if we can find anyone right quick. Oh, there was that Metal Gear Solid remake that has the Fire Trooper.
What did they
Fire
look
Trooper
like?
art. Let me download this. I don't want to save it as a WebP. WebP is annoying.
True Carfax.
Alright, let's bring them up on screen here. It's too big. Hold on. Okay, so how's this look?
Honestly, I dig it.
I think this
I dig
could
it.
work for this could work for our Inferno Salamander.
Yeah.
All right, since they're a PMC, they're not going to have an official rank or anything. But they did join the Special Forces, so we don't. And they're only using one type of weapon, which is the flamethrower, so we don't need to worry about specialty shells or anything like that. But I want to have this be more of a timed fight, because the longer you're in there, the less oxygen there's probably going to be because of all that fire.
Yeah. Could you literally survive the trial by fire? Where would a name like Pompeii come from if you want to go down that road? Well, Pompeii is in reference to the city that basically got removed from the world when that volcano exploded.
Okay. This was the other piece of art I found that could be possibly used.
I do like that one too. I think the big tanks, like the two of them on the back, is pretty cool though.
Yeah,
it's a
I
good-
feel
That one
so.
might be way easier to put on a board though, because it's just already ready to go.
So technically, Pompeii is from Italy.
Have all the vents close off and make it a timed fight, so you're trying to fight so there's no air. Yeah, something like that. I feel like that would be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have.
Oh yeah, because then they're
external
not
rounds.
attacking to deal damage. They're attacking to just suffocate you.
Well, they're also attacking to hit you, but basically it's also ticking down a timer every time they attack.
And if you look, both of them have a mask on, which means they probably have their own air tank.
So that means it's a win con for them.
Mm-hmm. We could give Ryu stamina checks every turn.
Yeah.
And just slowly crank up the difficulty on the stamina checks.
Sorry, it's impossible for you to smoke a cigarette to heal.
There's already too much smoke.
Alright, let's play a little bit more. then we'll go back and come up with the next character concept.
I'm gonna
This
run
one
to the
was
restroom really quick.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Don't fall in.
All right. While we're doing this, let's see who's the next character, so that way people can start thinking of. All right, start chat. I want you to start thinking on sniper stuff, but don't give us ideas yet. But just start thinking on the sniper idea, and then we'll come back to it, and we'll loop back around and come up with those ideas.
Snake, infiltrate the fortress. Find a way inside the structure. The total area of Gindra is 553,000 square kilometers. Population approximately 5 million. A relatively small state near the center of the African continent. Under the rule of a military Judah for the past 5 years. 3 years ago, the charismatic so-called General Augustine Ug... that guy led an armed uprising by the Gindra Liberation Front, aka GILF, and the country has been in a state of civil war since. The UN peacekeeping force was deployed 6 months ago to put an end to the unrest. But there has been a very little progress.
All right, so
Been very little progress.
my understanding, and I'm not going to go into this into the game here, is that apparently there is a shit ton of codec calls in this game that you can get. Like, you can actually get like a ton of information, which is ridiculous because, once again, I remind people, this is a Game Boy game.
It's incredible.
Watch out for that camera top right.
Yep, I see it.
Eat me.
Oh, cutscene?
He walked off screen. I wonder how much space that text file takes up. I don't know.
The fact that that man just walked out and left the door open.
It's time for a shift change.
It's already?
Come on, hurry up. We're both in big trouble if they catch us. Slacking off.
Relax. As if anyone ever comes out here.
I was like, please let me move. Please let me move.
The anxiety was getting to you for a moment, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Hey, Meepy.
Yo, we got the suppressor. Let's go.
Yeah.
They still left that door open, my god. feel like there's a joke that we can make here about Axel and like the most secure facility on the
most
planet.
secure facility in the world. Interesting. Wait for them to move. I see that camera, do you?
Yeah, I see it.
Wait a minute.
Everything good?
Just ammo.
Oh god.
Ah!
Oh my god, brother! It
Ah!
Okay, I was about to say, like, guys, it's a room with no other exits.
It's a
He
room with
has
the
to
moose.
And everyone dead.
I still can't figure out how to use a ration.
Hello, I'm back from CQCing.
Oh my
Thank
god,
you.
who was enjoying it? I'm sorry, Faye.
Oh, it's so bad.
What did I don't even know what you said.
I said, oh, who was enjoying it?
Oh. I don't kiss and tell.
Fair enough.
It's mailing.
Oh, sorry. I was Snake, do you copy?
Save, please.
Save or not save? Save completed. Snake, I know this is a difficult
Game? Game?
mission. but as long as you have confidence in yourself, you can carry it out. Confidence is the first rule of success. Like Emerson said.
Emerson? You're a literature expert, too.
I knew you. I knew you had me pegged as a hardware geek.
No, not exactly, but...
You know, I did take electives in college. I purposefully tried to learn things outside of my major, too. I'd rather be a well-balanced engineer.
So that's why you're always quoting.
There's a lot to learn from things different people have said. I'll make sure you got your exposure too.
Aww.
Wow, there was a lot of sexual tension in that message.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like a lot.
Snake has flirted with Mei Ling in a lot of the games.
Snake be like, Colonel, I don't know what to do. Mei-Ling keeps on flirting with me. How do I tell her that I'm into Otacon?
I'll get my own fuckboy. He'll be a geek and an otaku. He'll be a crybaby piss boy.
God, the dream.
Alright, what's in the truck? Nothing!
Metal
What's in the
Gear
truck?
is like
Truck number 2.
90%
Nothing.
sexual tension. Look, I've never played a Metal Gear game before. I don't know.
Listen, okay? Like, the main character's a dude strapped head to toe in, like, tons of equipment and like, sneaking around in facilities and all over the place. There's gonna be some sexual undertone somewhere.
No. Nonsense.
The fuck you mean nonsense?
I don't have a response. I just...
Dude. Oh, who keeps leaving all these doors
I just
unlocked
say
and open?
things, okay?
Yeah, something I'm actually realizing, they don't really have key cards around here.
Don't say that! Don't say that!
Arrivalist. That's
Arrival.
okay. You can rest and relax. You don't gotta chat. You being
Yeah.
here means the world to us.
It really
just
does.
vibe.
Chill out, Max. Relax, all cool.
Is anyone out
Is-
there?
It's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Can anyone hear me? I guess that's just... This is...
Who is this? Oh!
Oh, I'm a woman.
Thank
Okay.
God.
I'm like...
This is Sergeant Chris Jenner of the Delta Force.
Delta Force? A survivor?
It wasn't annihilated?
No. Who are you? The U.S. Rescue Team?
No. I'm the black sheep you were supposed to work with. Clip Connor saying
Huh.
woman, but more accidental egg moments for him.
God damn it!
Not Foxhound?
Solid Snake speaking.
You! I've heard things about you.
What kinds of things?
The best saboteur ever. The one who took down Metal Gear. Oh, I tried. Oh, yeah, I was right! In Outer Heaven. 7 years ago. The legend.
Don't believe everything you hear. Some say I'm just an attention-seeking killer.
So, which is true?
Make up your own mind.
Sergeant Jenner, are there any other survivors from the unit besides you?
No, everyone else. They're monsters, sir.
They? You mean those mercenaries?
Yes. Especially the leader. A man called Viper.
The Viper.
The Viper.
There was nothing we could do. Even if it wasn't an ambush.
An ambush. The mission was leaked.
I don't know, but
This is an absolutely classified mission. There is no way it could have been compromised.
I'll believe that when I see it.
I'm probably the red flag, or weasel to be perfectly honest.
wanna bet? There's always someone who's willing to sell out. What makes an American brass tick, huh? Money, power, glory, women, men.
And the sexual tension. There is no risk of spies here.
Pretty sure, aren't you?
Yes, just put down those red flags. Everyone involved in this mission has undergone rigorous background checks.
I see. They're all trusted.
How about it, Colonel?
This is a top secret mission.
Also, I want to point out something I've been hearing. I'm not sure if you've been hearing it. But the beeps and boops for this change depending on who's talking in their tone.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's a Mario RPG shit. I love that.
It's like right now it's Colonel Campbell, so it's a bit of a lower tone. But like Viper, or not Viper, Weasel was a slightly higher tone.
Only a handful of people know of it in the government and the military. I have to agree with McBride. Even though his name sounds like McBribe.
All right. Sergeant Jenner, is Metal Gear really inside the fortress?
Yes, I still don't have the exact location. But the assembly is apparently near completion, and the researchers have been confined to another building.
You have the location of the researchers.
I'm sorry. All I know is they're somewhere here. In Golad.
See, it's not easy to say, huh?
Okay.
I never said it was easy to say.
How did you enter the fortress?
Fortress of Meripede. Through the drainage system.
Very funny with what you referenced it with.
Drainage system?
Bingo. You saw those buildings with recessed east walls? There are hidden access ways down into the ground. In those recesses.
Building with indented east walls. Entry into an underground route into the recess. Got it. Get yourself back there and get out of here.
No. I'm staying here.
No, you're not. I have no time to babysit a brownie. You get out.
No.
Sergeant!
I will not abandon the mission.
But
I have to finish this.
For your fallen comrades. Snake, have an ally in the field could be useful.
Please, sir.
All right. You've got guts, I'll grant you that.
Thank you.
We'll rendezvous inside the fortress. In the meantime, gather as much intel as possible.
Got it.
You watch out for your own back unit until then.
Of course.
No cowboy acts.
I know that. It's cowgirl, actually.
Oh, and one other thing.
Yeah.
Keep it PG-13.
Can I call you Chris-chan?
We don't know each other that well.
We can easily change that.
Why are we
Snake
already
Jesus Christ.
flirting? As comrades in arms?
Oh my god!
That's up to you. Oh
My
my god,
God.
Snake! Snake with the
God
flirt,
damn.
dropping the riz.
Man,
just
Snake is
totally
already...
rizzing.
Man,
Sorry, Snake,
Snake's
I'm-
really...
I'm into women.
Ugh.
Okay. My frequency is 140.25.
Hell yeah, I got a number.
Ask me if you have any questions about the fortress.
Okay, Chris.
I don't know why we changed my name from Jennifer to Chris, but good luck, Snake.
It's
My
Chris
name's
Jennifer.
Oh no, I've got two first names. I'm destined to die.
Look for that way into the duct that Sergeant Jenner was talking about. Go to the building with the recessed east wall and get underground from the concealed entry point in the recess.
You were flirting in a public call. That's like me flirting in a Discord call, like in a group right now.
Oh my goodness.
To be perfectly honest, something I just need to mention right now. Like, we've been talking about, like, gushing about the sprite work, but I'm just looking at the codex calls and seeing, like, the little detail of, like, the little static running across the screen, like, the little, like, line. Like, that's so... Oh, it's so good.
Hey, Rivalus, you should never give up. Honestly, writing is the best, and I believe in you.
Yeah.
Hey, and even if it isn't what you want, that's why we write. We write, and then we're like, okay, well, I can change it, or I can do whatever. Or I learn from it and move on into the future with another work.
Exactly. You can always improve.
You should have seen Dragon Dice 1.0 compared to this version.
Alright, so this is clearly not the right room.
No, it was the left room.
Ha ha! I would really like to be able to use rations, please.
Mm-hmm.
Lumi, I'm sending you 100 hugs. So, sorry. Now you can't, legally. I know you would like to use rations, but have you considered it's no ration November?
It's not even July yet!
Hello, what are you?
Oh,
Honestly,
interesting.
Yeah, the rival. But best thing for a short story, it never hurts just to put something out there. Like, make it, because that gives it meaning.
Sure.
Yeah.
Snake has lost his strength to carry thousands of pounds. Yep.
You're receiving a call. Snake, you need card 1 to open that door.
Why did
Yeah.
I say it?
Yeah.
Card 1 should be in that truck to the northwest.
To be fair, last game we played, cards came in like the third room. Okay?
Car
That's an
battery
assault
unlocked.
rifle.
By the way, is it okay if I post that meme in the Treasure Tales meme chat?
I don't see
With,
why not.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
As long as I can just make it my profile picture.
The entire meme? I don't see why not.
I don't know which
Go
meme you're
for it.
referring to, but I'm assuming.
The awesome lesbians.
Ah,
It's in there. Wow, you juked the hell out of them. Okay. Perfectly honest, as beautiful as this game is, kind of easy to lose the guards. Ooh.
Snake, there's a hole.
Colonel, last time you said that, it was in the bedroom.
Oh wow,
Really?
that's rations. You can use those to heal.
Wow. That man was blind.
That's not a bad joke. That's an excellent joke. That's a perfect joke. And that's a good one. Any joke that makes someone groan is a good joke. A 5.7 pistol magazine, fifth 20 rounds.
Ooh.
hmm.
By the way, Nell, I heard that you changed your setup a while ago. How's it been treating you?
Not too bad. I got the drill, so I can. Oh, we got an assault rifle.
Ooh.
Pow, 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 pow.
The only problem is firing any gun.
Wait, what's north? Can you open that? That looks like a hatch.
No, it does not look like it.
You can't steal their refrigerator. It
No.
looks like there might be someone's lunch in there.
Might be some rations.
I think it's so funny that you can't eat your rations. It's just like,
It's so weird. Like, I
I'm a
don't
search up,
understand.
rations.
The
open it with the item menu and press circle while highlighting the rations, or you use it while your rations are equipped. You automatically consume one when your life hits 0.
I have a feeling Nell, after seeing rations, it's like that thing that she told me about earlier with getting 5 arrows. From
10 arrows.
10 arrows?
Okay, so hold on. What was the trick, Connor?
Open the item menu and press circle while highlighting the rations.
Okay. Item. Ration. Okay. Okay, so I need to do it in this menu for some reason. That's so weird.
And now everything has been set right in the world.
You can't eat
No.
the rations because you're being irrational.
All right, hold on.
Thank you, Lumi.
Okay.
We love you,
Okay,
Lumi.
I need a mind break from this. So let's do some more creativity.
Isn't that the opposite of a mind break?
I need
Listen,
a mind break from this. Alright, so I asked everyone to start thinking on the sniper. So let's start taking a look at our sniper stuff, shall we? First off, are we gonna have the sniper as a boy or a girl for this one? Because if it's a girl, we could probably just reuse Sniper Wolf art, let's be honest. Let's be 100% honest here.
Well, it's just, yeah, you know. I think that would probably be the easiest and the best.
Yeah. I don't know why, but my brain kind of thought of the idea of, like, what if they're androgynous?
Maybe.
So we have 2 names for them. Round Robin and Flanking Falcon.
Okay. Did anyone come up with some better names?
Wow, saying that they were bad. Oh my god.
We aren't saying they were bad, but let's be honest, they were not our best.
Yeah.
I really like Round Robin. I think it's funny.
Tactical's like,
But-
if I may interject, feel free.
Yeah.
Okay, some comments from Tactical are piercing rounds, incendiary rounds, explosive rounds. Depending on the rifle, they do got a 7.62, a 308, or a 50 cal. Also, got to be pretty muscular from firing sniper rifles. Oh, not necessarily. Alright, so our sniper has got to be a SEAL. Our sniper needs to be a former SEAL, let's be honest here.
Maybe,
Please
no.
don't point the gun at me.
wait, I got it.
Maybe
Shadow
SAS?
Seal.
Maybe SAS.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
hold
let's
on.
have them as a former member of the SAS.
But you can have Pi as a female sniper. It'd be fun.
You can go in unable to charge a 50 cal. It doesn't necessarily have to be a 50 cal. It could be a 308. Yeah, let's make them a former SAS member, so Special Air Service. That is the British Army. Uh, 7.62 would be lighter. I don't want to go too light, so I think a 308 is fine.
Orbital
What?
Eagle is really good, Bladestorm.
Ooh.
Okay, that actually is probably one of the coolest names I've heard.
Orbital Eagle is a massive gun nut with a particular taste for long-range weaponry. Ooh, I like that. Alright, so we'll have Orbital Eagle. They're a former member of the SAS. I take it that we got all this writing down, right? Okay.
I am now, yeah.
Okay, so former member of the SAS. And let's put at the moment androgynous or female.
I do like the idea of them being like psychotic gun nut.
Yeah, let's keep that.
Like, I'm gonna make out with my rifle gun nut.
I don't need a partner. My only partner is this.
I'm gonna take a drink of water before I say something unhinged. And in fact, I'm going to... Hold on. There we go, because we've been playing for a while.
Oh, thank you. Alright, let's see. I don't want them just being a psychotic gun nut.
Someone being in love with a gun does sound like something that would happen in Metal Gear Solid. Thanks, Scorn. I never played it. I just assumed.
Okay, I don't want to do the affinity with animals.
Oh
'cause
my
that was
God.
Sniper Wolf's thing.
They have pet names for all their guns.
Oh my goodness. Maybe, yeah. I want the sniper battle to be outside. So let's make sure that that's a thing.
Crazy idea, because it sounds like we're kind of making this character a bit more psychotic than other characters.
Mm-hmm.
They form a parasocial relationship with their target. So, like, when the fight starts, there's a codec call, and they're already acting like you have an entire relationship, and the player's just like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Ooh, that could be an interesting little twist.
I really
like
the... You go. You go. Continue.
Connor?
Are you saying this to me or no? Because I finished my sentence.
Oh, okay. I thought I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
When I get excited, I start talking, and sometimes I cut people off, and I don't mean it.
Please go.
Go, speak. Go, do it now.
I would like it if there was an area locked off by the sniper, so you had to avoid them while getting through an area, like an outdoor area, while they were shooting at you from a building.
Oh.
And then the puzzle is to get to them.
Okay, I like that.
So the fight is less about the actual fight, but more about the puzzle solving.
You just described something out of NGS1. Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking that. So yeah. So hallway puzzle. Well, we'll have the fight inside then. It could be in.
I was thinking like
Kusanagi, maybe.
I was thinking like, you know, the desert that you had to cross in the game that we played.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was thinking like that. Like they're
okay,
on the top of the other building and you had to cross the desert while they were fighting, like shotting at you, laughing.
All right, so yeah, puzzle to get to the building that they're in. So just put like puzzle to get to the boss. Because getting to the boss would probably make the fight easy because they're not going to have any other weapons other than snipers.
Yeah.
Like once you're in close, it's going to be easy for our snake to finish off the boss, but we have to make it hard to get to them.
I said shotting at you? No, I didn't. There's no way.
You did say it did sound like you were saying shatting at you.
Look, I make
Oh, I'm not denying that you make mistakes. I do too. You hear how bad my English gets.
Most of the art for snipers in Metal Gear is female, with the exception of the end, and I don't want to have old man.
Oh, she's young and spry.
It's either like hot bombshell babe or I'm an old man who's on his last 20 hours on Earth.
Or blind man that sneaks all of the rifle parts in through the jail that they're at and is trying to fight and shoot their gay relationship's daughter.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he'll understand. That's a JoJo's reference.
Oh, okay. The fact that you said JoJo instantly made that from making no sense to 100% sense.
This guy's a little too bulky. I'm looking up some of the Metal Gear Acid character designs.
I like when I could say nonsense and then just like, it's a JoJo's reference. And you're like, oh, okay, got it. Anyway.
I mean, the fact is that it does make sense, though.
There was a villain,
Could
and
possibly
this
grab
guy,
some stuff from Portable Ops, maybe.
I know the villain.
this guy was in love with him, and then, yeah.
Secret Bombshell Babe is Shrapnel Vulture. I know. That's why I'm trying to find something. We might have to get something similar or find something similar, maybe from a different game, to use for this. But I definitely want to have. I don't want them to be like massive bulk character. That just seems weird. I don't like the Metal Gear Acid art style. Okay, so what do we got so far? Sniper, former SAS, Femmer Androgynous, Psychotic Gun Nut, pet names for all the guns, outside gun battle with puzzle to get to the boss, parasocial relationship via codec, so that's gonna be a fun thing because we'll have to keep swapping to the codec for that.
Hey, if you need somebody to be a psychopathic, act like a psycho, I got you.
Yo, maybe.
Honestly, this role actually kind of feels a bit built for Faye, not gonna lie. I swear, I wasn't blind on making this character for Faye, but it feels right.
Venus from Acid 2 could possibly work.
Ooh. Gear Solid Tactical just posted in Spark Chat.
Take a look.
I actually kind of dig that design.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll need a reference for the source though, please.
Time to
We'll,
reverse image
definitely
search
we'll
this.
definitely need to reference a reference for this. I like that design. We do need a reference though, because if we're gonna use the art, I want to make sure we're referencing the artists for this.
Yeah, project now.
It appears.
And if
to
it's not
be
and if it's not official art from a game, we do need to contact the artist.
Yeah, it seems to be from DeviantArt.
Okay, so we'll have to see about reaching out to the artist. Yeah, hey, yo, do you mind if we use this art with credit for you in our game for our character?
Can't wait to do this.
Most likely we'll say yes. We cannot guarantee, but if not, well, we'll find something. Was there anything else we should have for Orbital Eagle? Any other details for this fight?
God, that's a sick name.
I don't want to include landmines because landmines are dumb.
Oh, Ryu. It's good to see you in here.
Hey, where's Ryu?
It's been so long.
Oh,
No,
wait.
I meant I'm already practicing Orbital Eagle.
Thank you for the link, Connors.
So wait, hold on. Would you just be fourth wall breaking by just calling him his name?
No, I don't know what their
Ryu,
name would be in it.
What's he talking about?
Oh,
Colonel.
Ryu, don't play dumb with me. Don't you just want to talk forever?
Oh my goodness.
I'm kind of glad that you decide to make them a freak.
How about mini drones with small guns attached to them? I'll do you one better, Lumi. We'll have a security camera with a machine gun attached to it. And around the corner, we'll have 2 cameras with machine guns attached to them.
Wait, cool idea. Cool idea.
Is it around that corner? There's 3 turrets with cameras attached to them.
Hold on, I have a really cool idea.
Okay.
So instead of like trying to get across the desert, you have to get through a building that like he's on like the top of, and there's always like cameras everywhere with speakers, and they're talking to you over like the loudspeaker.
Yeah, I prefer the codec.
And they have like drones.
I prefer the
Sure,
codec.
they could
'cause-
do that.
It's more personal.
Exactly.
Yeah, but imagine you're going through this building and there's like maybe drones that have like snipers on them or something.
We could throw some drones in there. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong? Don't you like my toys?
Okay,
I
Ryu-
can sell
Ryu?
the psychopath role.
Ryu. I know you're struggling. Roll your will in order to make sure you grab the right key card to get through the door. You have 7 key cards. Roll a d8.
Is 8 just you get the correct one?
No. If he rolls an 8, he grab the ration instead. You overshot. Okay, so that seems to be a pretty good fit for our sniper. Okay,
One of
and-
my drones always tells lies. The other always tells the truth.
Our Otacon cuts into the conversation. Hey, Snake, I think they're kind of a freak.
Yeah, I am.
Oh God.
Okay, so we have our sniper, we have our flamethrower, we have our shotgun. So we have a choice for our next boss character, and I'm only gonna pick one more. So, do we want the machine gun villain, or do we want the chain gun villain?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between those two?
About 250
Like,
pounds of hardware.
Okay, but seriously, like between a
Look up a
machine
chain
gun
gun.
and a chain.
Look up a chain gun.
Okay. Oh. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So
Do we want the chain gun villain, or do we want the machine gun villain?
So do we want the villain to be carrying the gun or inside of the gun?
No. If it's going to be a chain gun villain, they're going to be carrying the gun, but unfortunately, it also means they're going to be a freaking brick. If you want an example, Connor, from Metal Gear, look up Vulcan Raven. Cube can hear. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, cute.
I'm gonna be honest. I just say let's just go the full 9 yards and go with the chain gun.
Tactical's like, no melee focused villain? I didn't say that. I said from the ones that you guys are helping with.
Sorry, someone just came in to talk to me for a moment.
No worries.
I like that you put the note. They want dibs.
No melee focused villain. Again, I didn't say that. I just said these are the 4 that you guys are helping with.
Listen, anything can be used as a melee weapon if you're desperate enough.
True. Melee villain with optical camo. Thank you very much for the $10 super. Maybe.
Oh god, imagine the chain gun villain whenever they're not revving up the gun. They just have active camo. So you just get jump scared when you hear the gun start revving.
No, I'm not gonna do that. That's too much. Oh my god, that'd be too much. Okay.
How funny would it be?
But in all seriousness, chat, do we want the chain gun, like the big heavy Gatling machine gun type thing? Or do we want someone like with like machine gun, like possibly like 2 or 3 machine guns? I would probably say like 2 machine guns, like AKA like they have 1 in each hand and 1 on their back, so that when they run out, instead of reloading, they just grab the one off their back. 2 to 3 sounds interesting. Could change how they fight. Ooh, good point. Like going with the 2 of them, it could be like a wild spray, just randomly spraying the field, and then once those ones run out, they switch to a more focused, controlled weapon. With maybe instead of full auto, it's like burst mode. Connor, for your information, full auto is just you hold the trigger rate, it just goes and goes and goes. Whereas burst mode is it fires in like 3 shots per like second or something like that. It's like bang bang bang, bang bang bang. All right, so let's go with the machine gun. Okay, so what kind of name can we come up with for our machine gun? How about robot armored with machine guns and a grenade launcher? I don't know about robot armored, but the grenade launcher option is a good idea. We could throw some grenades on that. So that way, if you're getting our players having too much cover, they can switch over to the single fire. That also would have like a grenade launcher on the bottom. Ooh. Let's mark that down.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? My brain shut down.
So the single fire, like the single burst weapon, because we have the twin full auto rifles and we have the single burst rifle. We're gonna have the single burst rifle have a grenade launcher.
And the other one was twin assaults?
Yeah, twin full auto.
And this is for the chain gunner boss, right?
The machine gunner boss. Yeah, we're not gonna go with chain gun. We're gonna go with the machine gun. So, chain gun has been axed. Let's just go ahead and
righty. And no name for them yet, right?
We wrote down Tommy Two Cannon, but I don't like that name. Let's be honest.
It's very funny.
Okay, this popped in my head. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible, but I'm tempted to throw this down just to get it down. Rapid Raccoon.
I love it.
Right.
Sorry, that's the one that's staying forever. Rapid Raccoon.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
No,
Rabbit
please,
raccoon.
no.
No, Rapid Raccoon. Right.
No, I mean, yeah, that's
How
Rapid
about
Raccoon
bayonet
for you.
when we use close combat? Maybe. I don't know.
Idea. Hold on. I got it. The third machine gun has a bayonet at the end of each cylinder, so it's just a drill.
No.
Scorn really got me.
Actually,
Hey, I'm Tommy Buchanan. I'm shooting over here.
Oh my God, he's from. Why is he from New York?
Alright, I don't know
What
about
the
I don't know about a bayonet, but I could definitely see him having like a knife or something if Ryu gets up close and disarms him.
I'm gonna be real, actually. The third machine gun's not a machine gun. It's just a power drill he just carries around.
No, because there's already got a
Hey.
grenade launcher attached to it.
You can have a grenade launcher attached to a power drill.
You face Rapid
I don't think
Raccoon.
you're
I'm the
sorry.
I'm the R&R you'll never get. Recoil Raccoon, Recoil Rabbit. I like the double
Rabbit
R.
Toucan.
I like the double R.
Rapid Rabbit.
Kind of a tongue twister.
Rapid Raccoon makes me think they have stashed of weapons around the area. Okay, let's
Whenever
run
I
with
think-
that. Let's hold on. I like this idea. This way we can have the weapon with the bayonet. We can have the weapon with the grenade launcher. We can have the two guns that are on full auto. We can have him have a whole stash of weapons. Right? And he could take like a half action or something to swap a weapon.
I think that.
Okay. Weapon hoarder sounds like a great. Okay, so let's make a note. This enemy is going to be in the armory. Vampire Castle, hello, welcome. All right, so this enemy is going to be in the armory, and I do the raccoon thing. I think we're going to keep. Do we want to go for rapid or do we want to go with rabid? Recoil Raccoon. Ooh. Recoil Raccoon sounds good.
He just stashed a grenade in the trash can for earlier. So he just like knocks over the
Oh
trash
no,
can.
he left
and
he left a grenade in the trash can. Don't let Stell near that trash can.
Oh god. Actually, how crazy would it be for like a closing gambit for like a desperation attack? He just knocks over like a bin and just like a bunch of grenades fall out of it.
Things are going pretty well, Vampire. Thank you. I don't want to have a bunch of grenades, but I do like having the one weapon with the grenade launcher on the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We have a Navy SEAL with our sniper. We have a Marine. We have a SAS. What can we make them from? Former SAS, PMC, Marine. We don't have a SEAL. Okay, so let's make this person a former SEAL. Vampire Vamp? Okay, we'll just call you Vamp, or we'll just call you Vampire. So yeah, let's make them a former Navy SEAL. That could work. Twitch side, you're getting ads in a moment, so I apologize.
Maybe an egg.
So former Navy SEAL, weapon hoarder. Let's see. Generic U.S. Army soldiers. I don't know about that much, but the fact that they would be skilled with with different types of weapons, because we're gonna have them switch between full auto, burst, rocket, or like not rocket launcher, but grenade launcher, stuff like that. I think that would definitely fit more with the Navy SEAL archetype. Let's see, what else can we figure out for them? We do have a shotgunner already, Bam. We have Shrapnel Vulture is our shotgun character. Oop, health check from Lumi, thank you very much.
Thanks, Lumi.
Character trait is that he's divorced. Do you mean like divorced from the reality? Divorced like as in not married? Divorced as in like he's completely separated his feelings from combat? Favorite MGS fact: Vamp isn't called that because he's a vampire ability. He's called that because he's bisexual. True. Most people in the military. Okay, so let's have our raccoon incredibly desensitized and numb to violence. So he's trying to find thrills. So he is looking for something to give him a thrill. Trying to get that feeling of feeling alive.
Is that why do you think he actually just stashes a whole bunch of weapons around all over the place to give him like kind of a...
The only time he feels alive is in the thrill of combat. When his life is on the line.
Yeah.
Make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Yeah.
Let's see. We want any other details for him? There's a lot of different art that we can pull from this because this is a lot of similar weapon types. Single father with a kid? Maybe. I'll work on the backstory on my end. I'm trying not to do too much into that. I'm just trying to find some more of like the personality traits. Because I can definitely come up with the full backstories, but we can definitely make a note on that. Possibly single parent. Let's put that down. Okay, your Connor, if you would please.
I'm sorry.
Can you one more time? Sorry, I read a message.
Possibly a single parent.
Got it.
Don't worry.
Sorry,
I'm planning on giving you guys. I want to fully flesh out these characters, so that way their stories in this miniseries will make sense. Will they have the Kojima level of in-depth detail? No. Do I look like a mad woman? Will I still try to make them fun and entertaining? Yes. Alright, so let's see. Multiple weapon types. Weapon stash in the hoarder. Fights in the armory. Forming a seal. Numb to violence. Desensitized. Trying to feeling alive again. Possibly single parent. Let's see. Do we need any other details for this? Would it be a bit much if he was his lack of sensitivity and violence to be an honorable fighter? I don't know if that would be the case, but we can put it down. We can put honorable fighter ? Because we're taking all these ideas for the moment, and I don't know, like I said, if we're going to use all of them, but I will grab traits that I feel will fit. And I really like the community input for this game.
Yeah. Fun.
Alright. I want to get one more detail for this guy.
Maybe he's mute?
No, I don't think that works. You know what? I think I have an idea.
New idea.
Just leave this on here. Don't say this one out loud.
Zip in the mouth.
How's that one?
Yeah.
I feel like that could be good.
Agreed.
Soldier with martial arts? No idea. Who knows?
You know.
I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I was muted for so long.
I'm so
for
sorry.
so
Oh,
long.
no.
It's okay.
You like my model? Thank you. It is a stealth suit that Sagro and I helped build together, and then he imported it to Warudo so I could get some really good combination. And by the way, if you're wondering why I don't have my my hair piece and instead have a ribbon, infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo.
All right. So what were you saying, Feifei?
No, I was talking for a bit and I was muted and I just realized. I was like, wow, nobody's responding to me.
So
Whatever.
sorry, but what were you saying? In case there was something
I
missed?
forgot. It's fine. I'll remember it when it comes.
All right. Let's go. I guess we'll go a little bit further in the game, and then we'll see from there if we can come up with any other ideas. I don't want to go too far into everything, because again, I want to leave a lot of this open for myself to fiddle around with. But I feel like these 4 characters that you guys have been helping are really good. And the next time I do one of these streams, I'm going to be grabbing Sagrel as well, and we're going to be building the mechanics of the characters on stream together. Cool. All right, so let's mute this back up and let's go back over here. Keycard is in the northwest, they said.
I forgot, I don't remember. They said that a hot minute ago. We've been working.
Ba-bing.
What in the world?
Wait, what happened?
It cleared the alert as soon as I walked onto this screen.
Huh.
And don't worry about it.
Keycard 1! There we go. Yippee!
I think we need key card 8 to get through the first door.
You are very
Oh, do you have to
smart.
equip them?
Yep.
Those are
Take me
actual
back.
tears. Those are actual tears akin to what they dealt with last night.
Ooh, Mistress Nymph. Huh. Hi. Well, I'm
Mistress
Faye
Nymph.
today, but I am Nymph in picture.
Can I say
Mistress
something funny
Nim.
about last night? About last night's session for Dragon Ball.
Yes.
I actually, should we talk about it? It's not out yet. If they missed it.
This is true.
Yeah,
The official
that's up to
episode's
now.
not out yet.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Okay. Because I was going to mention something with a character that was showed up there, so yeah, probably a good call. Well, when y'all get the chance to, watch the most recent episode, because that shit rocked.
Could be out next week.
So
And
good.
for those
I
who
can't
have a
wait until
YouTube membership,
Thursday.
If you those who have a YouTube membership, the current episode of Dimension Chasers for next week is already out.
Worked night shift yesterday. Woof.
Oh God, that was such a good episode. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a good episode.
You did
I still
fantastic
feel
in
like-
that episode.
Everyone did.
Also, hi, Sue.
I will say, if nothing else, watch the episode when you get a chance because the acting was phenomenal.
Everybody did so good. Everyone did excellent.
It's a moment like those I really hope to see maybe sometime in DC. Because everyone here is so good actors.
Hey, this is the first time I've ever played a character.
Have you never been a player before?
Yo, stage 2 cleared. Rank terrible.
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 You can do better than that.
But yeah, have you always been a GM, Faye?
I've never roleplayed a character before. No. Extended for more than a couple minutes.
Huh.
I've never acted before in my life. This is the first time I've ever done it, is Nymph.
Well, you could have fooled me because damn, you did great.
Alright. Was there anything else we wanted to add to the characters? Because I think this is a good spot to wrap up stream because we've cleared 2 stages and we've designed 4 characters. And this was pretty much my goal for the day.
Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Let's see. On the Twitch side, looks like Poyo is doing some repo.
Repo?
Yeah?
Repo.
I love Repo.
I wish I could watch gameplay of it without my anxiety wanting to kill me.
That is fair.
Because it looks really fun.
Alright, so we're gonna wrap things up here then. Thank you everybody for watching. Love and appreciate you all. And I look forward to doing another design stream for this in the near future for you guys. And I hope you guys like this idea of getting chat involved with helping to design a game.
It's been really cool.
It's been really fun doing a combination research and design stream. where we get to do a little bit of gameplay and a little bit of discussion and planning at the same time. I feel like this is really interesting. Who knows? Maybe in the future we'll do more stuff like this if you guys really like it. So let's go ahead. We're going to raid Poyo on the YouTube side. Thank you so much for watching. On the Twitch side, please hang out for the raid. And we'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.